2. So as you guys can see, we have Aaron Conway on Temur Marvel, and then we have Dave Miranda, which is going to be on Mardu Burn. Um, I'm kind of excited. This is actually the Marvel deck I was telling you about that I playtest. And I was just like, I'm not going to see it at a bigger event. But I do know that although it's Marvel, he also runs Through the Breach.
That just seems like a reasonable adjustment to make.
Oh, yeah.
Just to make your deck more consistent.
Let's see. Greetings from Germany.
So is this build he's playing, is this like I'm all in on casting Marvel and then winning the game, or is it I'm also going to play some of the other energy cards to like...
He does play some other energy cards.
Okay.
So when I was playing him 2 weeks ago on Tuesday, turn 1, he did a tune, and I was like, am I playing Kaladesh block? Like, what is going on? Then he played the 2-drop. I remember the card exactly because it really didn't make any of the...
Long Tusk Cub?
It wasn't that one. He's not
Servant
playing
of
like
the
any...
Conduit?
No. See, it's not even like the good version of the...
Yeah.
It's not even the other version. It's basically the one that when it comes into play, just add 3 energy or whatever it is. So it's not like...
Oh, okay. Yeah, that card saw no standard play, but yeah, I know what card you're
But
talking about.
it was good in draft. It was
Yeah.
good in sealed. But when I did play him, he had just talked to him just now. He's like, nope, I'm gonna play some different cards. So we'll go from there. So I'm really excited to see how that one goes. But the Mardu Burn is actually kind of new. I don't know if he's playing black just for bump in the night and maybe some voids.
He could be playing that new Lightning Helix, the flashback. I don't know if he actually is playing that though. I don't think that card's that great.
No.
All right, looks like he's satisfied with his hand. Puts the duplicate Marvel back.
I know that the person in chat asked us how we felt about Storm, and I'm a Burn player to heart. That's my pet deck. I feel like Burn is actually in a really good spot right now in the meta.
Yeah, it's fine.
I've seen more SCG players piling it now, like, what is it, Colin Mullins or everything? He won, I think he just won an IQ or was a classic with Burn or something like that. And then he just posted today that he top 8 another IQ with Burn. So obviously he knows that the deck is good. There's something going on, but turn 1 was a Mountain and 2 Swift Sphere. Is he gonna grab? Okay, so he's grabbing a Foundry.
Yeah, this is my fear with this Marvel deck, is that you're just playing too fair for this format. Because like Aaron's about to fetch and then go down to like 15 or so here, probably lower than that. Boros Charm hits him for 4. And then he's going to play Servant of the Conduit on 2 and pass. And that just, like, looks very sad in the face of Swift Spear plus burn spells.
Yeah, this probably isn't the best matchup for Marvel.
Yeah. And looking at his sideboard, he doesn't really have much post-board to deal with it either. There's a main deck Spell Pierce.
It really does feel like Kaladesh block.
Yeah, people were doing that in like Ixalan Standard, playing Spell Pierces in the main. Because at the time, the matchup was so dependent on who landed a Planeswalker.
Yeah.
Like whoever stuck their Chandra, their Vraska, or Nicol Bolas, that you would just play Spell Pierce in your Temur deck.
It's a Lightning Helix. I don't know what the other 2 cards are.
This is probably just going to clean up the Servant and let him get in here. Okay. I mean,
Well, that's smart, because then he's just going to deal 4, and then he just has to chump, basically,
yeah.
which is fine. It
That's
doesn't...
that's 3 marvels in hand.
Yeah, it's not
And the fourth one's
on the
well, the
bottom.
fourth one was in the bottom. He
Yep.
fetched, so probably got moved up top somewhere.
Yeah, he's just playing a little too fair.
Spell pierce
Ooh.
your lightning helix though.
Pay for it? No?
No, he can't. He has 1 mountain in play.
Oh, he didn't play another land.
Yeah. He still gets to hit for 2 here though. And then he's down to 3.
Yep, too fair.
What is this? I have no idea what that card is.
I don't either. I know the one artifact he just revealed was the puzzle knot.
Mm-hmm.
Is that another puzzle knot of some kind?
I can look it up.
It's from Kaladesh, though, for sure.
There's Glass Blower's Puzzle Knot, which you get 2 energy and scry 2.
Sorry.
That one also saw no standard play.
No. Because that was the bad one. The good puzzle knot was the Woodweavers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one everyone played.
Yeah, so that's a quick one for Burn. Like you said, the deck is just playing way too fair. So 3 defense grids, 3 blood moons, 3 angers, 3 nature's claims, and 2 alchemical progenitus for Marvel.
If nothing else, he can at least bring in Nature's Claim to target his own puzzle knots to gain some life.
Yep. Yeah, I don't even see angers coming in, maybe, but that's just a waste of a spot. Dave's side, you have Ensnaring Bridge, 1 Rakdos Charm, 4 Leyline of Sanctities, 2 Disenchants, 3 Rest in Peace, and 2 Paths to Exile. So the only issue for Dave is he didn't see any info.
If you see energy, you should know it's Marvel. Even if you get to the point where you know it's Marvel, I don't really see anything in the sideboard that matters, so I don't know. I mean, I guess with Ensnaring Bridge out, Emrakul is not going to be able to attack you.
I guess he could bring in Disenchant.
Doesn't really matter. I mean, most of the time they're going to play and activate Marvel in the same turn. So you're not really accomplishing much there because they'll just do it in response.
What about Path? Maybe Path?
Path could be okay. It's probably just safe to bring in some Paths.
Because Annihilator affects when it attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he could technically respond before attackers.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know if Dave's a standard player. So because he saw the servant, he looked at it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I think he's just not knowing enough info.
I don't even know that you need to have been a standard player to know that Marvel's a deck. People have been trying to get it to work in Modern on and off since it was printed.
The card was busted.
Yeah.
It's not a bad hand for Aaron either. Marvel through the Breach Servant, Spell Pierce, and then 3 lands. Guess you can start moving off of that.
This looks like a 1-lander with a couple 2-drops in it.
Snap Keep. I do it.
He's going to keep it, so maybe it's not a 1-lander and I'm just not seeing it correctly.
Alright, so shock. Does he have a swift spear or a goblin guide? Okay. 19, he's gonna go to 16 right here. No, he should just stay at 18, yeah. I can't see in Dave's hand though.
So, I think the problem here is even if he gets to play Marvel on turn 3, odds are pretty bad that he would even be able to activate it the turn it comes down.
Mm-hmm.
He needed to find one other card to generate energy first. He's only got 3 right now.
Well, he has the stirrings, so he can actually hopefully find.
Yeah, that'll get Emrakul, Puzzle Knots, Marvels.
So that could start helping too. Go 3 to the face, then another 2, no block.
It's a bolt.
Yep. It's nice.
Yeah. I think I'm most interested in just casting Stirrings here and then seeing what I find.
Yeah, I don't think shocking yourself is the best right now.
No, I don't think playing Marvel this turn is that good either. I guess he wants to save energy, though, because all those other red sources right now require energy. Stirrings.
I guess shocking's not as bad because you basically just got information that he's on a one-lander, so.
If he takes Emrakul here, he can... he can't breach it next turn. He's missing a land. That's kind of awkward.
I still think he takes it, or was he going to take the...
Well, you can either do that or take the Puzzle Knot. And I think the Emrakul is probably slightly better. He also gets to hold up Spell Pierce here.
Yep.
Dave is on all 2 drops in hand as far as I know, so he's not even going to have to waste any energy here. Yep. Puzzle Knot means he can have enough energy for Marvel.
2. Go to 5.
No, you gain 3.
Oh,
Goes
it
up
is
to
3,
6.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's
My
why everyone
math
played
is
that card.
so off.
Yeah, everyone played that card because it was 2 mana for 3 energy is very good. And then you can gain life with it too. I forgot it did that. So he's at 14 right now, actually. And then he just shocked himself, so he's at 12. Oh, he can just cast Through the Breach now.
Yep.
Doesn't even have to cast Marvel. Oh, he's going to do it anyway. Oh, okay, well.
What was Marvel, 10 or 6?
6.
6.
Yeah, you just played it and then
yeah, that's fine.
put Emrakul into play. Yep, and then he takes his extra turn, and then that's 16.
Yeah, 1 land, not good.
Yeah, I mean, that's much better than... Emrakul is much better than the cards that you had to put into play for free with it when it was in Standard.
You got to play an Emrakul.
You did, yeah. This Emrakul is definitely a little bit better.
Yeah, this one's a little bit more broken. So broken that they don't even let Commander players play with it.
Dave may be reevaluating his sideboard choices after seeing what this deck does, if he didn't already know.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think he was a Standard player, so I think him seeing the Servant was just like, okay, why are you playing this?
Aaron bringing in a couple Nature's Claims. Probably just for more life gain. I can't imagine that actually has any relevant targets out of Dave's deck. Unless he knows Ensnaring Bridge is coming. That's possible.
Yeah.
Burn has been known to play Ensnaring Bridge. Not recently, though. I don't think I've seen...
No, it was in the last meta.
Yeah.
Because the Boros build would have a few of them in the board, but they've gone away from it.
Um, I don't know. So the hand he has now looks like pretty average. But
Too fair.
Yeah, your average draws look pretty bad on this draw against Burn. He's got a tune on 1, Servant on 2, and then a Puzzle Knot and a Marvel. But that's pretty slow against Burn, against a pretty average Burn draw. A lot of what let him win last game was Dave never finding a second land.
Yeah. I think Dave has 3 lands now.
It doesn't help that Aaron has a pretty painful mana base.
Yeah.
No 1-drop, though, for Dave is pretty good. Pretty good for Aaron's chances. Alright, so I'm assuming he's fetching for the forest and then... Okay, yeah. Gonna try to preserve as much of his life total as possible. And he goes up to 2 energy. So next turn he gets to play Servant and have 4.
Yep.
Still won't be able to get 6 energy by turn 3, though, if he wants to play Marvel.
Lightning bolt to face. Light up the stage. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfectly fine. Yeah, play the island.
He has a second attune. Plays Puzzle Knot. That seems reasonable. You're not gaining anything by ramping with Servant.
That one's just Scry 2.
Yeah, it's just Scry 2. You're not gaining anything by ramping with Servant because you can't play Marvel on 3 and activate it in the same turn. So instead he chooses to take it a little slower. And especially because there are no creatures in the board, he doesn't need the blocker that much.
See, the issue with this right now is he just got rid of the Sanctity because he knows he can't cast it.
Yeah, that's fine. So next turn, Aaron gets to cast the second Puzzle Knot that he's cried at the top, plus Attune, and that'll get him up to 6 energy. Or that'll get him up to 8, actually. And then turn after that, he can play Marvel and hopefully hit with it. So he has pretty good chances here. He's at 16. He's going to drop down to 13 here. And Lava Spike down to 10.
Down to 10.
Do you have another 1-drop? Another 1-drop might be enough here. Because he's going to have an extra turn.
We'll light up the stage. Light up the stage.
That's
Just
bolt.
a bolt.
Okay.
So 7. That's fine.
If those are Woodworker's Puzzle Knots instead, he'd be perfectly fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this looks like you just want to attune, grab like a mountain or something, and then play your other puzzle knot and hope you get to untap.
Yeah, the build looks decent. It's just like you said, it's just a slow, fair deck. And I guess Burn's probably not the best matchup though.
No,
All
definitely
Burn
not.
has to do is count to 7. So
Yeah, he's got no decision making here. He's just play the other
Yeah.
puzzle knot and scry. None of those are very good.
he could have played the Servant. Wouldn't the Servant been a little bit better just in case he puts down a creature?
Yeah, actually. Because if he
if-
plays that, he gets a blocker, and
Yeah,
it also adds 2 energy, so it's effectively the same thing.
I think the Servant is actually, in my point of view, a little bit better because
Boros Charm.
he's got it right here. Because he's got, I think I saw another, or this one's gonna be a light up the stage, looking for.
Yeah, anything that does 3 damage for 1 mana is good enough here.
But like, see, like now he can play that Swift Sphere.
Well, yeah, but it's gonna have no prowess triggers. So
No,
it's
that's
not
fine,
enough.
but he could still kill it though at this point.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that Servant was.
Yeah,
a bit
Servant
better.
was definitely the better play. He's still fine though. He just gets to get a basic, play Marvel.
So he's at 2, right?
Yeah. I mean, if there's no Emrakul in the top of his deck, he just loses, but I mean, that's what you sign up for when you
I
play
want
this
to
deck.
know if he plays.
Oh, did he have no basics to fetch? I think that's what just happened. I think he had a shock land in his hand that he could have played, and he played his fetch instead, and then he had no basics to fetch for, and he couldn't.
So that could have ended different if he would have just played the line with the Servant, because then he could have just.
No, because the Servant costs 1 energy to get.
No,
mana
I know.
out of
I'm
it.
saying though, because he took the extra ping, he could have shocked himself to go to 1.
Yeah, he
to
could have
do
done
what
that.
he had
He
to.
could have done that, yeah. I think he would have been fine if he just played his breeding pool and then
Yeah.
played Marvel. Assuming that there was an Emrakul in the top of his deck somewhere, he could have pretty easily just won the game there. It's
Well,
unfortunate.
Yeah. Let me go see if we can get another